Hey everybody, today we've got a coin flip battle. I'm still trying to go back through the better suggestions I've gotten, and this one is going to be Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers for the Democrats going up against U.S. Senator from Ohio J.D. Vance for the Republicans. This is just going to be a random distraction from regular politics for those that enjoy it. So heads is for Evers, tails is for Vance. Let's hope we get an exciting battle. We're going to do the map the same way every time, and we always start in Alaska. That has 3 electoral votes. Here comes the first flip. That is heads for Tony Evers. Next, we've got Hawaii. They have 4 electoral votes. And that's another one for Evers. Let's head up to Washington. We've got 12 electoral votes here. And there's one for J.D. Vance. Both candidates on the map in this Battle of the Rust Belt. And now we go south to Oregon. We've got another 8 votes. And that is tails for J.D. Vance. Let's go to California. There's a huge cache of votes here, 54. Somebody's going to have a huge lead. Let's find out who it is. That's going to be J.D. Vance. We've got a red West Coast. There's a ton of time left. Let's see how Evers responds with Nevada. 6 EVs. That is heads for Evers, so he's into double digits. Still trails by 61. Idaho's next. 4 votes in this flip. Tails for J.D. Vance. Next, we've got Utah. They've got 6 votes. We'll give those to Tony Evers. Next, it's Arizona. 11 votes down at the border. Another one for Tony Evers. Next, we go to Montana. 4 votes at stake. Who's getting them? Tony Evers goes 3 in a row. The next state is Wyoming. They have 3 electoral votes. And that's going to be won by J.D. Vance. Colorado is next. They've got another 10. And that's another one for Vance. New Mexico is next. They have 5 electoral votes to offer, one of these 2. And those are going to go to Tony Evers. Now we go to the Dakotas. We've got North Dakota. They've got 3 votes. And we're going to give those to J.D. Vance. After North Dakota, we've got to do South Dakota. They've got another 3. And those are going to go blue for Evers. Nebraska at large is the next flip. 2 votes. Heads for Evers. Nebraska's first. Another electoral vote. That's going to go red for Vance. Nebraska's second. That is going to go blue for Evers. Nebraska's third. Last vote for Nebraska. That's going to go blue for Tony Evers. Now we go to Kansas. They've got 6. Who's getting them? J.D. Vance. That puts him over 100. Oklahoma's next. 7 electoral votes. That's another one for J.D. Vance. Now we go south to Texas. Tony Evers could close the gap significantly right here if he can claim these 40. Let's do the flip. Big state. And it is tails, and that's going to go to J.D. Vance. Vance now with a massive lead of 102. There's a lot of time left. Let's do Minnesota. Let's see if Tony Evers can slowly claw his way back. Not yet. That's another one for Vance. Now we've got 6 votes in the Hawkeye State. And Iowa is going to go red for J.D. Vance. Missouri is next. We've got 10 votes. And that's one for Tony Evers. So Evers got to put up some more states. Let's see if he can keep it going in Arkansas. There's another 6. That's another one for Evers. Let's go down to the Gulf. We've got another 8 waiting to be snagged. And Tony Evers is going to snag his 3rd state in a row. Next, we've got the home state of Tony Evers. That's going to be Wisconsin. Evers does not want the embarrassment of losing this state. Here's the flip. 10 votes. And that is tails, so J.D. Vance claims Evers' home state. Let's do Illinois. We've got a lot of votes here. There's 19 of them. And that's heads. Evers gonna make Illinois blue. Let's go deeper into the Rust Belt, into Michigan. We've got 15 more votes. And that's tails. That's gonna go to J.D. Vance. The next state, it's Indiana. They've got 11. And that is tails again. So Vance now at an even 200. The pressure's starting to build on Tony Evers. Vance looking for a landslide. Let's see what happens in Kentucky. 8 votes. There's one for Tony Evers. Can he do it again in Tennessee? They've got 11 votes. That's another one for Evers. He's over 100. Mississippi's next in the Deep South, 6 electoral votes. That's going to go the other way, back to J.D. Vance. Now we go one state east to Alabama. 9 EVs. That's heads. That's going to Tony Evers. Now we go down to Florida. This is either going to be where Evers takes a significant chunk out of his deficit, or J.D. Vance is going to pile it on. We're not going to find out until we do the flip. So here it is. That is tails. That's going to go red for J.D. Vance. So Evers really fallen out of it, but we have seen some phenomenal comebacks in the past. So Tony's got to see a lot of heads as we keep it going to Georgia. Here's the flip. That is heads. Evers going to claim Georgia. He's got to do a lot more of that. Let's go to South Carolina. 9 votes. And that is tails. So Vance picking up another 9. North Carolina is next. 16 electoral votes. That is tails again for J.D. Vance. Now we go to J.D. Vance's home state. That is Ohio. They've got 17 votes. And Vance could actually win this battle right here. Evers looking for revenge from Vance winning his home state. So everything is on the line right here. Here's the flip for Ohio. And it's tails again. J.D. Vance claims the Buckeye State, and he wins the White House on his home state as he's already over 270. So we've still got a lot of states left. This is an early night. We haven't had a landslide in a while. Let's see how high Vance is going to go, or if Tony Evers can save some embarrassment. West Virginia's next. Here's the flip. Heads for Tony Evers. Next, in the northeast corner, it's Maine at large, 2 votes. And that's another one. Tony Evers, Maine's 1st congressional district. Just 1 vote here. And that's going to go red for Vance. Maine's 2nd. Last vote for Maine. That's going to go heads and blue for Tony Evers. The next state is New Hampshire. 4 votes. Tails, Vance, claiming another 4. Vermont is next. 3 votes. That's yet again going to J.D. Vance. New York is next, 28 votes. Vance looking to go over 300. Evers looking for anything he can get. Let's do the flip. Who's going to get him? That is tails again, and J.D. Vance has surpassed 300. Let's keep going to Massachusetts. We've got 11 votes. Heads for Tony Evers. Connecticut is next. 7 votes. Tails back to J.D. Vance. How about Rhode Island? 4 votes. Heads for Tony Evers. New Jersey is the next flip. They've got 14 votes. Who's going to get them? That's going to be J.D. Vance. Next, we've got 3 votes at stake in Delaware. Here's the flip. It's going to go to Tony. He's going to get another 3. How about Maryland? That has 10 votes. And that flip is going to go back again to Tony Evers. Now we've got Washington, D.C. Here comes 3 votes. That's going to go tails for J.D. Vance. 2 flips left. First is Pennsylvania. Here's the flip for 19. That's going to go toward Tony Evers. Last flip, it's Virginia. If Evers picks it up, he's going to be at 200. Vance looking to exert dominance and put some icing on top. Here's the final flip. And it is tails. It's going to go toward J.D. Vance. And this turned into a complete blowout. J.D. Vance gets the White House with 351 to Tony Evers' 187. Vance picking up the 4 biggest states. Evers just could not sustain any momentum. It was a super early night as Vance wins it on his home state of Ohio. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. And I'm going to leave it there, so let me know in the comments. Did you have Vance going all the way, or were you pulling for Tony Evers? What do you think of this map? Let me know down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.